This is David with David's Tutorials, and in today's video I'd like to show you how I make one of my wife's favorite dishes, eggs in a basket. Now my wife has been having this eggs in a basket as one of her very favorite breakfast dishes for many years, and for a while the only place we could find that served it was Cracker Barrel. But of course, as we do with many other things, we figured, you know, I bet we could make that at home. So I'm going to just show you what we're going to do here, and it's really simple. You just take a piece of bread, you cut a hole in the middle of the bread, you butter both sides of the bread, you put the bread in a frying pan, you put an egg in the hole, you cook it until the bread is toasty, you flip it over and cook it until the bread is toasty. Boom, you're done. If you don't want to watch the rest of this video, that's all there is to it. You can turn it off right now, but don't do that. Watch this and just tell us how well you like it. Give us a comment in the comment section below, give us a thumbs up, so hit the subscribe button and then the bell icon to be notified when we post another video right here. But right now, let's just get right into the process. Okay, I've got all my ingredients and equipment laid out here. The one piece of equipment that you might want to search for yourself is a cutter. Now this is the top off of a Woolite bottle, and you can see it's only about 2 inches, a little bit less than 2 inches across, and that's because it cuts the perfect size hole. I found that a glass will usually cut a hole that's too big in the bread. So I'm going to take this bread, cut a nice hole in it, and we're going to go ahead and do both the bread and the hole, and we'll take this bread and cut a nice hole in it. And that's the first part of the preparation. The second part of the preparation is just buttering the bread. And as we can see here, we just take the butter and smooth it on. The butter was a little bit too hard, so I just nuked it for 5 seconds, so we'll see if that does any better. Now normally we don't eat bread because bread is loaded with carbohydrates, and my wife and I are on a ketogenic diet, which means we try to keep our carbohydrates down below 50 grams per day, except on feast days. But I have learned that a slice of bread only has 5 grams of carbs, and since today is my wife's birthday and it is a feast day, we figure she can have these extra 10 grams of carbs for her birthday breakfast. So we are fixing her eggs in a basket for her birthday breakfast. That, of course, is the royal we. Now, if you've ever made a grilled cheese sandwich, you know that butter on bread makes a really tasty treat when it's grilled in a frying pan on the stove. However, one of the things that unfortunately we were unable to do this morning simply because we did not have the bread, by the way, the reason we have bread on hand is because of grandkids, and we frequently have grandkids over at the house and they want a snack, so bread it is. Get themselves a nice sandwich of some sort. All right, we have the stove set up, ready to go. The pan is on the stove. The burner is on high. Ooh, that's nice. And we're preheating the pan. Now, one of the great uses for this bread hole from the middle of the bread is to test the heat of the pan. So I'm going to put that bread hole into the pan itself, and we're going to let that cook until it just starts getting nice and toasty. When it does, we will know the pan is hot enough to put in the bread slices. Let's wait for a few minutes while that warms itself up. I flipped over one of those slices of bread, and you can see it's just now starting to brown. We'll wait a few more minutes, and if the other one comes out just a little bit browner, then we'll know it's time to put in the bread. Let's try this one. Ooh, that's too much, so I'm going to turn the heat down on that. Flip that one over. And we're going to turn the heat down. Generally, we find a heat of about 360 degrees is excellent for grilling bread and also pancakes. All right. We now have bread in the pan. Let's add the eggs. One of the reasons I'm cooking this at a little bit higher heat is that my wife really likes runny middles in the eggs. And so to have runny middles, we're going to have to cook it at a little bit higher heat so that the outside gets fully done while the inside is still runny. By the way, those two are done just almost perfectly. It's not going to take long at all. Try to flip this without breaking the yolk. I'm not good at this, but here we go. Ready? This one. Okay, that's still just a little bit too high. So cut it down, leave it on even less time. I'm going to go get the serving plate. And that should be just about it. Here we go. Flip. Not quite ready, is it? Just a little bit more. That's why I like this particular spatula. All right. That's going to have to do it. Ooh, yes. There we go. Eggs in a basket. Maybe not as pretty as they make them at Cracker Barrel, but it should do fine for happy birthday to my wife. So there you have it, eggs in a basket. Try it yourself. Let us know how it turns out for you and how you like it. Take care, everybody, and stay safe.